Hey you guys. So I'm just jumping on. I'm going to use the Classroom collection that is the bundle online right now to get ready today. Yes, I'm getting ready at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This hair, I don't even know. Instead of doing it to the back, I did the braid to the front. You can see I have some redness. My skin is actually doing pretty good right now. I only have like a couple breakouts on my chin, but I mowed my yard yesterday, and so I think my face is like still a little bit flushed, and I'm tired, and all the things are happening to my body. So come hang out. I'll wait for maybe a couple people to kind of jump on, and then I'll get started. I think my grandma's on. I'm just gonna invite her real quick. I've had a lot of people asking me if what comes in the Classroom collection will be good enough to do your whole face. So the Classroom collection is the current bundle that we have going on that saves you $46. So it's worth $196 on sale right now for $150, and I honestly can't say that I know how long it's gonna last, but I wanted to show you firsthand what comes in the bundle. So it's all of this. So your brush is double-sided, it's rose gold. You have your more pointed side and then your more rounded side. Your double-decker, it's a hack stack, so it's a little bit smaller than a normal size double-decker. It holds 8 colors, comes fully stocked, customized for your skin, and then the Stay Setting Spray. So why can I not see anything? I don't want to tag friends. Okay, this is just not all right. Okay, hopefully I can see comments when people jump on, because that's just not okay. So how I like to start, it says there's people watching and I don't know if I can see comments. So if you're here, say hi and just let me know. I'm just going to start with the Stay Setting Spray. It is a setting spray. You can also use it as a primer. So that's what I like to do, because I do have a little bit of oily skin as well as some dry spots. Like right in here is dry, my forehead's a little bit dry, my chin is a little bit dry, but then I've got these oily patches where I'll just be super shiny. This just combats all of that during the day. Hey, if you're here, just say hi so I can see if I can see comments. Hey Sarah. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper today. Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is like my afternoon treat. All right, so that's the first thing that comes in the bundle is this Stay Spray. So you can use it as a primer and a setting spray. Then you can pick your compact. This one is my favorite right now. It's the Accent Compact. Kind of looks like a sunset. And then you have your 4 colors on top. So you'll have 2 highlights and 2 contours, which is your base foundation. And then blushes and illuminator. So it comes completely fully stocked with your 4 main colors. And then your brush comes with it. So everything that you need, and shipping is free. So all you have to do is click which color bundle you want. I could go Aura or Amber, but I'm gonna go Aura because it's 1 shade lighter and it'll give my skin the brightness that it needs, because my chin is not happy right now. And also, hey Ash, I haven't been using my self tanner as much because my arms were getting super patchy. So I would step down and go ahead and get the, hey Lindsay, the Aura bundle for myself instead of Amber, because the bundle also comes with Linen, which is your brightening concealer shade. So I can use that to brighten up around my eyes. What are y'all up to today? And also, by going a shade lighter, I feel like it helps my freckles kind of shine through. And then I use the contour to kind of warm up my skin tone. Sorry, they're building the house behind me, and so there's literally people just walking around back there, and I don't have blinds on my back door, so it's just like, hey, just doing my makeup in my kitchen, it's fine. When is baby coming? I have, what day is it? I have 18 days. I'm due the 22nd, but I was hoping that it wouldn't take that long. Okay. So then, like I said, I'm dry on my forehead, so I don't want to smear the product. So I'm just gonna dab it so that it really stays right where I want it. I know, he better like doing makeup videos with me because that's what we're gonna be doing. No, I'm just kidding. Although we probably will. He's been doing them with me for the past 9 months. He ought to like it. You guys, we haven't even decided on his name yet, so it's kind of a problem. But we named Benna like an hour after she was born. So I guess that's just like our MO in life. So that is my Aura. So that's like my base shade. Then around my eyes, and then just a tiny touch on my T-zone, I'm gonna use Linen. It is the most amazing brightening color, whether you are white peach or all the way up at wheat and mango. Linen is still your girl. She will brighten you up, or she'll match your skin tone for winter. So all I did was just dab it one time. And I feel like her formula, she's just slightly thicker than the other highlights. So she not only gives you the brightening in color, but also the little bit of thicker coverage that you would want right under your eyes and your nose. Hey Abigail, where did her name come from? I love it, but I've never heard it. So her name is actually McKenna, but we haven't called her that since she was like pretty much born, and we wrote it on her birth certificate. So I wanted all my girls to be MA, like myself. So Madeline and McKenna. Well, Maddie was only 2 whenever McKenna was born, and so she would sing her that song literally all the time. Like, it was kind of annoying. Benna, benna, ba benna, banana, fanna, fo finna. That was like her thing to sing to her sister. Like, not just at night, not just at nap time, literally all day, all the time. And so Benna just kind of stuck, and we were planning on her nickname being Kenna. We were gonna call her Kenna. Well, Maddie could not say her K's. And so that was just like way too much to ask of her. So Benna stuck, and it totally fits her personality. So that's where that came from. So that is my Aura, and then my brightening Linen. So I probably could do the amber as well. The amber highlight, just to be a little bit darker and match my neck. But I really warm up my skin tone a lot with my olive contour. So I'll show you how that kind of works. I know everyone thinks so. Josh gets kind of annoyed at me because whenever people ask what her name is, I'm like, oh, her name's Benna. And they're like, Benna, that's interesting. I haven't heard that before. And Josh is just like, it's McKenna. I'm like, she probably doesn't even know her name's McKenna. So you can see just already on this side of my forehead how I warmed it up with that olive contour. So that just touch of extra brightening does wonders on my skin. And then I can kind of see my freckles shining through. If I were to put one shade darker, it would give me a more full coverage where I'm not able to see all of my freckles. And since I'm like pretty chubby right now, my cheeks are already as full as I need them to be. So I haven't been swiping all the way down. Like, my cheeks are full. So just by stippling the olive contour up in here, I can still sculpt my cheeks out, but they're not as rounded. It's just more flattering this way. So if you already have round cheeks, then I would just do it closer to your temple up in here. And then if you want to make your cheeks a little bit rounder, you can really scoop out under your cheeks. So chubby. I'm like 2 steps into this process, and my hair is annoying, and I'm sweating. Things are just happening. Okay. I feel like my light goes crazy if I get way too close to it. All right. On to this side. After like 18 months, I still make my fish face. just to make sure that I'm putting it in the right place. And then my jaw. So we're gonna blend it all out, it's fine. And then I just come back and I pretty much blend with my brush, because I feel like that really mixes the highlight and the contour together well without removing any product. And I like a thick contour to help warm up my face. Then I just drag that contour down my neck so I don't have a double chin. I'm just gonna do the same thing over here. And I haven't even been contouring my nose lately. I've just been leaving it because I have freckles on my nose, and I feel like by the time I run contour down the sides of it, it kind of hides my freckles and takes away from that, and so I'm not going to contour my nose. So then I'm just going to dab my perfector. I've already blended, so at this point all the perfector is going to do for me is just pick up extra product. If I've laid down too much somewhere, it'll pick it up, it'll even it out, all of that. So in the little bundle you'll get so in mine, this one's Aura, it comes with Plum, Scarlet, and Bear. So I'm gonna do Plum on my cheeks, and I'm still using this. This brush is so dense that it doesn't really allow product to sink into it, and so by the time I put it on my face, there's no leftover product on here. See why I had to stop using my self tanner? I look weird. Anyway, you can use it for everything. So I'm gonna dab into my Plum. And we just spent all of that time brightening this area, so I try not to take my blush too high. So I'm really just gonna focus it on the lower apple and almost blend it into my contour. And then I'll go back and blend it with the perfector. And you also don't want to get it too close to your nose or your mouth, because when you smile, you don't want blush in your smile lines. So really bring your blush all the way up and start kind of at the middle of your cheek. So I'll just blend it a little bit extra with my perfector. I love Plum. I would just leave it like as deep and as beautiful as I can. Like, I love the color of it. Okay, so before I do my illuminator, I like to set my face. I use a powder. I've had a lot of people ask me how to set with a powder. So at this point, I like to put all my creams on and then spray and then set with my powder. If you're not in the South, or if you don't have oily skin, you could probably just spray and be fine, but I am in the South and I do have some oily spots, so I like to set with a powder. I've been using this Maybelline powder that my friend Emily suggested, so I'm just going to shake it up so that it's all on the lid. There's a couple different ways that you can set with a powder. So you can use a fluffy brush like this and just kind of put the powder all over. For me, since I use a cream, I feel like that kind of moves the cream around on my face. So I just use my perfector, dab it into the powder, and then set my T-zone. So I don't have to set my whole face, just my oily T-zone and the parts that I put highlight on. So instead of swiping the powder around with a brush, I really just tap it into my face with the perfector so that it really sits into the cream and doesn't move around. So since I'm setting it, I'm going to be a little bit less shiny, obviously, but I'm going to add that glow back in with my illuminator here in a second. So I'm just pressing that powder into my T-zone. So I try and keep it right here. There's really no point to go over in here or too far onto your contour areas unless you're oily there. And then I'm just gonna dust off the extra. So if you like to be matte, that's what I would recommend doing. It only takes an extra step. And then I'm just gonna go back and apply some more of that plum because it is my favorite blush, and I feel like the powder kind of hides it a little bit. So you can still see my contour. The coverage is still there, and I've got my plum on, so we're good. So now I'll go in with my illuminator. This collection comes with Dream, which if you have pearl, it's more of like an iridescent white. This one is like a pinky, it's like a pink shimmer. Oh, you can kind of see where I got it on my palette. So it's like a pink shimmer. You can put it on with your finger, or you can put it on with your perfector. It's beautiful with plum because it really complements the purple tones. I just like to put it on with my finger kind of because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna go right up in here, and then I do my Cupid's bow, tip of my nose, because I set my face so it's a little bit more matte and less shiny. So then I go right back in and add the shine back in and put a little bit on my eyes. So the point of the illuminator is to catch sun and to catch light. So wherever you put it, whenever you go out in the sunlight or a light hits you, it's gonna grab it and make it shine. So I love it on my nose, especially with my freckles and then my Cupid's bow. Sorry, I get distracted reading things. So let's do some lips. So I used Olive. Hey Amber. I used Olive because that's what comes in the collection for my face. I'm gonna use this Cola here. You can use it for a couple different things. Right now, since my hair is lighter, it's a little bit too dark for my brows. And I also really like using oak eyeshadow on my brows. So you can use it also as like a lip liner, an eyeliner, something like that. Oh, thanks, Amber. What am I doing? I'm basically sweating and trying to do my makeup. I never stand up to do my makeup, so this is fun. I'm just using the Classroom collection. So I'm gonna use the Cola and just lightly line my lips. Yes, this is my eyebrow brush. My multitasker that I usually use is in my clutch. So we're being extra lazy. It's gonna be dark, but it's gonna be so pretty. It's one of those colors that kind of just blends so perfectly. And it's a beautiful smudger. So if you like your eyeliner smudged, then it's so pretty. Extra lazy. That's me. Extra lazy and extra sweaty. That's my motto lately. So it does not have to be perfect because we're gonna put some blush right on top of it, some lip color. I'm just doing this to contour my lips slightly and give them a little bit of extra dimension. Hey Nicole. I feel like I just picked up a lot. Okay, there we go. It's really pretty with a smoky eye. I'm terrible at lining up our lips. I pretty much am too. I'm a lot better with my multitasker. But it's in my clutch, so it's fine. So then I'm just going to take my finger and kind of smudge it out. So that it's not perfect. And then I'm going to put a lip on top of it. So I cannot line with a pencil. It does not work. I don't know what happens. So my collection comes with Plum, Scarlet, and Bear. Scarlet is beautiful and it would totally match this, but I'm not going to go that extra today. So I'm just going to run my finger through Plum and tap that on top of the liner and then bring it into the center of my lips. Beautiful for fall because it really gives you that depth and it's just so pretty. I know that the Kola liner looks so dark and intimidating when you first put it on, but you mix it with a lippy and it looks so pretty. Hey Marissa. Oh, I love Plum so much. And then if you want to brighten it up just a little bit more, you can put some illuminator. Just press your illuminator right in the center. But I kind of like it like that. So you can do the same thing and line your lips with that Kola as well. So I've used all the colors in the collection for my face. Amber, can we do each other's makeup though? I'm seriously gonna come down there and hang out with you and Paige. It's happening. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows with this oak right here. That would seriously be the best day ever. Or weekend. If I come, I'm coming for the weekend. Sorry, I had some powder right there that I couldn't figure out. So I just wiped off that Kola. And I'm gonna do some eyeshadow on my brows. I trimmed my brows last night so they wouldn't be so cray. Aww, y'all are so nice. I so wish I could have been there. I was looking at your stories and I was like, man. And Benna and Violet would have had so much fun. So if y'all know, I have tried pretty much everything on my brows. Pencils, creams, dips, all the things. And literally this eyeshadow is my absolute favorite. So my eyebrows are kind of patchy right now too because I did that beard dye on them. I did that like what, 3 weeks ago? All we did was eat. I know you came back in your stories and you're like, okay, I'm working out. But it looks so good though. So they're kind of patchy because I did that men's beard stuff like 3 weeks ago. And it says to do it every 2 weeks. And I'm not gonna keep up with it. Bye, girl. So you can see like right up in here, that men's beard dye has kind of faded a little. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. I also like using this eyeshadow because like all my creams, it's magnetic, so I can pop it in and out of my compact whenever I need to and just take it on the go with me. So I don't have to carry around like an extra pencil or an extra thing just to do my face. I just pop the eyeshadow in and I'm good to go. I feel like I can hear my kids playing upstairs and they definitely should be taking a nap. So that's fun. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it pretty basic today, but something that I like to kind of step up my brow game sometimes is I'll take a shade darker and really like carve out the tail of my brow. But I'm not gonna do all that today. I'm just gonna leave it. So let's do some simple eyeshadow. I'm gonna take some, ooh, I don't even know. Let's do this one. It's Pup. It's just like a really simple, pretty, everyday color. And I'm just gonna work that color into my crease. So all I'm doing is deepening my crease color. Just to give my eyes a little bit more depth, not so that they're sunken in, but so that they come out just a little bit, because we're pushing that crease back so that our eyes can stand out. And then I'm going to use some of this shimmer shade called Sabrina just on my lid. Just keeping it real simple. I'll also take that shimmer shade and just bring it down to my crease to give it a little pop of color. Some mascara, and then I think we are done. There were 2 blushes that I didn't use in the collection. Scarlet was the red, and Bare is the very natural color. It's a neutral shade. Beautiful on the cheeks or the lips. But it's kind of hard to use 3 blushes at once. So if y'all have any questions about the collection, let me know. I don't know how long it's going to be around, but it will save you $46. So that's pretty amazing. I'm using this Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. It is my absolute favorite. One of my best friends sent it to me last Christmas, and I literally have been hooked on it ever since. I took a before picture, so if you weren't here to hang out the whole time, I will post the before and after, so you can at least see that and the colors that I used. Usually you would have to build your own palette and pick all of your colors and then pick your palette, but if you're new to mascara, this makes it super easy to just go in, click the collection, and all you have to choose is your base highlight color. So that makes it super simple. But if you're someone that wants to create their own bundle so you can pick your own blushes or add eyeshadows or whatever the case may be, you can totally do that too. So I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna leave it. So I'll show you one more time what comes in the Classroom collection. It's the compact, the rose gold brush, and the Stay setting spray. So this is pretty much all that I used except a perfector and some powder to set my face. So you'll have 2 highlights, Hey Paige, 2 contours, and then your blushes and an illuminator. So I'm pretty much done. Let me know if y'all have any questions or if you want a color match. This is under new releases under the Classroom collection. So anyways, it's almost the weekend. Have a good rest of your day, guys.